NTV Tonight, Wednesday, 30th April 2025 in a wrap. Now let's kick it off with some dark news. Yes, it's morbid. Kasipul MP Ong'ondo was shot dead in Nairobi. And speaking of shooting dead, remember mid-June 2024? Yeah. The streets were filled with thousands of young blood. Then the streets plastered with young blood. The culprits, the cops, turning one person after another into a corpse. They were unarmed, hoping to go home unharmed, but instead, they were shot to their eternal home, boxed into layers closer to gnomes. They were killed in impunity that stinks, and it seems hopes for their justice faces a similar risk. Witnesses are too afraid to speak, fearing victimization of being the link. And a burden they are forced to live with is evidence that witness protection is a big myth. They plead fifth. Then shots, first, then second, up to the grim fifth. Police shoot to death people for living in their land. Wait, what? Do you understand that? The tragedy that happened at Angata, Transmara, would leave any human heart past shattered, gutted. The victims say if they don't get legal justice, they leave it to God. The DPP wants a report in 7 days, even as the families are still in a trauma days. The Interior CS says he stands with the popo when the law is what they follow, but this feels like an underground pub because the bar is so low. So even if you must inject, he says they deserve respect. There was more coming from Murkomen. Says they're looking to know who's funding banditry, but Kindiki said they know them publicly. Institutional memory, loss, and guess who's at no loss for kind words? Lumumba, the professor PLO on inject mode, kick and go, slamming them as scamming, then bashing the politicians in power, says they're out to devour, calls them shameless thieves and killers, idiots who are humanity dealers, even those calling themselves opposition. They who speak bitterly because of their sole position, being on the other side. Some just dealing with having shattered pride. Leaders who don't build us but bleed us. Red flags. But wait, PLO will get flack from social media peeps who've been bought and turned into bots. And at Kenyatta University, Professor Wainaina says he won't be shaken, returns to office as Vice-Chancellor with his boldness awakened, not weakened. In Kajiado, pockets of violent protests over a carbon credit scheme. Some say it's a ploy to play them on their property and future, make it grim. Young Peace Mwende about to be laid to rest in peace, and then her estranged father got a court order blocking her burial over the location and who should process the final rites. And what's going left? The strength of your pocket. Inflation speaking like sockets. Shocking. Standing at 4.1% in April from 2.5%. So you may not be affording as much as such. And the search for a win is on in Kenya. Ranked 6th in AI readiness in Africa, Buda kupenya, lakini kuna watu wanataka kuchenga the rules on the sale of state-owned sugar factories. MPs are investigating. We hope it's not just stories. They want to know the people behind the companies. Who? Cartels? Who are cheating on taxpayers in a hit-em-up style like Blue Control? No more to say about these peeps and dummies. So it's a wrap like Egyptian mummies.